Welcome back to my channel, another episode of 3D Printing 101. In today's episode, we'll be covering slicers, which is the software we use to prepare 3D model for our printers. We'll be doing a deep dive and a bit of historical background about these software. So I hope you enjoy the presentation and make it as simple and educational as possible. So let's get to the presentation. In this episode of 3D Printing 101, we are taking a deep technical dive into slicer software. While the physical printer often receives most of the attention, slicer software is actually one of the most critical parts of the entire 3D printing workflow. Without a slicer, a 3D printer would have no understanding of how to turn a digital model into real motion commands. The slicer acts as the translation layer between CAD design and machine execution. It analyzes the geometry of a model, divides it into layers, calculates the toolpaths, and generates the instructions that the printer firmware will follow. Understanding how slicers work will allow you to dramatically improve print quality and efficiency. The concept of slicing 3D models dates back to the earliest days of additive manufacturing in the 1980s. Early industrial machines used proprietary software developed by companies such as Stratasys and 3D Systems. These systems were extremely limited and often required expensive workstations. The open source RepRap movement in the early 2000s revolutionized this space by creating accessible slicing tools such as SkeenForge. Over time, more advanced slicers emerged, including Cura, Prusa Slicer, and Orca Slicer. These modern slicers incorporate sophisticated algorithms capable of optimizing toolpaths, generating supports automatically, and simulating prints before they even start. Before slicing can occur, the software must first process the 3D model. Most models are exported as STL or 3MF files, which represent objects as a triangular mesh. The slicer analyzes this mesh and ensures that the geometry is watertight and printable. If there are holes or inverted faces, the slicer may attempt to repair them automatically. This step is extremely important because even small geometry errors can result in failed prints. After the mesh is processed, the slicer begins the actual slicing stage. The software mathematically intersects the 3D model with a series of horizontal planes. Each intersection creates a cross-section of the object at that height. These cross-sections become the layers that the printer will build. A typical print may contain hundreds or even thousands of layers depending on the selected layer height. Once layers are defined, the slicer calculates toolpaths. These paths determine exactly where the nozzle will move and when filament will be extruded. Toolpaths include perimeters, internal infill, and travel movements. Efficient toolpath planning can significantly reduce print time while maintaining structural strength. One of the most interesting aspects of slicing is infill generation. Infill structures provide internal support while reducing material usage. Modern slicers offer a wide variety of infill patterns, such as grid, cubic, gyroid, and honeycomb. Each pattern has different mechanical properties. For example, gyroid infill distributes forces evenly in multiple directions. Modern slicers include detailed preview modes that simulate the entire print. This allows the user to examine every layer and verify that the toolpaths are correct. Preview simulation can reveal issues such as missing layers, weak infill regions, or inefficient travel movements. Modern slicers include detailed preview modes that simulate the entire print. This allows the user to examine every layer and verify that the toolpaths are correct. Previous simulation can reveal issues such as missing layers, weak infill regions, or inefficient travel movements. Advanced slicing features include adaptive layer height, ironing for smoother top surfaces, and variable infill density. These features allow prints to be optimized for both quality and speed. Slicer software is essentially the digital manufacturing brain of the 3D printing workflow. By understanding how slicing algorithms work, users gain much greater control over print quality, structural strength, and production efficiency. So I hope that was quite informative and you find a lot of educational value from that presentation as you learn about the different type of slicer and how they come about. So as I continue this series, like and subscribe, leave your comments down below, and I'll see you in another episode of 3D Printing 101.